There has been some god-awful January movies this year, some I don't even want to mention right now. But something like this brings hope back into the month. It really makes me happy. Well, that was from my previous video, and I take back everything I have said. Everything I have said before is now destroyed. Oh my god. Let's talk some shit. Okay, so 50 Shades of Lord Jesus have mercy on my soul, kill me now. So 50 Shades of Black is basically the same plot and premise as the cinematic masterpiece 50 Shades of Grey, but this time it's a spoof comedy. The girl meets the guy wants to do freaky shit with her, but the girl decides to stay with him because of how rich he is, but they take it and they spoof all of it. Because in actuality, there is no plot and story. I honestly don't know where to fucking begin with this movie. One of the biggest questions I have is who in the brightest mind would give Marlon Wayans the money to fund all of this spoof comedy bullshit he's been doing lately? He would grab every little bit of pop culture reference or even cinema reference and places them all in one clusterfuck of something that's called a comedy. Maybe it could be Marlon Wayans, I don't know, but even if it was Marlon Wayans, dude, you used to be really funny. What happened to the old you? Don't be like Adam Sandler. Reason why this movie just raped my asshole because it took it to the point where it just made me hate living in this generation that I live in now. I really got emotional. I don't really want to fucking live here. A lot of that had to do with the dumb shit characters this movie brought on screen. You have the main girl played by Callie Hawk, who's supposed to be the knockoff of Anastasia Steele, but in this, her name is Hannah Steele. Like, great job, movie. Such a creative character spoof name. Props. And I admit, she plays her part pretty well. She portrays that character who's very shy, she keeps to herself, she's very inexperienced in the sexual world. You know, that's kind of like the whole point of her character. And we have Marlon Wayans as Christian Black. Get it? Because he's black. He changed it from gray to black. Funny, right? And again, he does a serviceable job as being the same character how Christian Grey was in 50 Shades of Grey. Kinda, not really, but cool, you guys got that, right? But what really did it for me was the goddamn writing in this movie, because the rest of the other characters really pissed me the fuck off. The main girl has a friend that reminds me a lot of those Twitter accounts when they tweet phrases, but after every single word, they place a clapping emoji between them. So they kind of sound like this when they talk, but this one, she's fucking annoying. She's like, oh my god, bitch, get that dick, get that long ass black dick, bitch, girl, boo. I never knew the runner of the World Star Hip Hop account would be in this movie, and she is! They made it to movies! I just don't understand how people can fucking talk like that. It just doesn't help. It's scary because every single character gets that way. I'll get back to that in a bit. And we have that one character who's supposed to be Christian Black's brother in the movie, but he's supposed to be Abel from The Weeknd. It's like, I get it, because he did this song from 50 Shades of Grey. Funny. No! No! And the guy that's supposed to be the friend zone dude from 50 Shades of Grey, but he's played by King Batch or King Bach, you know, the famous Viner? Why is he in this movie? But they use those characters as a means to spoof one scene after another. It gets repetitive and repetitive. The jokes don't flow well at all. And it's really sad because I knew exactly which scenes they were trying to spoof. It's literally the order of 50 Shades of Grey, but they threw jokes in there. That's all 50 Shades of Black was. It was 50 Shades of Grey, but they tweaked the character names, added extended jokes that don't flow well at all. And the worst part of it was, it wasn't even fucking funny. Almost every joke would eventually lead back to them clapping in each other's faces, or the joke wouldn't make any goddamn sense. There was a moment in which the two are arguing, the girl's all like, Christian, what do you want in the relationship? Mind you, she's talking about the relationship. And then he goes and says, I don't understand how Kevin Hart could be in every single movie. Put Sam Jackson in there, make him wear a funny wig. Where the fuck did that come from? And then the movie would immediately switch over to the really serious, dramatic tone as if nothing really happened. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Or this joke right here, I really love this one. It was the scenes where they got to the BDSM shit and how he's torturing her. He's reading an enormous copy of like the real 50 Shades of Grey and she's like, stop it, the writing is terrible. And then Marlon Wayans is like, oh shit. It's like it's written by a third grader. Yet, that's how I felt the comedy was, being written by a third grader. I'm pretty sure they were aware of that. But point is, how in God's green earth do you become worse than what you were trying to spoof? 50 Shades of Grey, not a good movie to begin with, but 50 Shades of Black? What the fuck? The people in my theater literally gave those chuckles where they feel bad about giving, where they're like, I wish I had the opportunity to interview every single person after the movie because I can literally tell they hated it just as much as I did. Guys, in the end, 50 Shades of Black is Marlon Wayans' worst attempt at spoof comedy. I practically hated almost every single thing about this movie. The characters were terrible. The writing may be the worst thing about this movie. Guys, don't bother seeing it. Don't Redbox it. Don't Netflix it. Just don't even fucking look at it because 50 Shades of Black is an absolute abomination to cinema. Move over, Norm of the North. There's a new king of shit in town. Alright, I'm done talking shit. So for those poor unfortunate souls who have seen 50 Shades of Black, what did you think about it and what is your worst movie on spoof comedy? Whatever it is, leave it down below. And as always, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and all that social media shit down below. Keep in contact with me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And as always, may the force be with you. Except you guys who made 50 Shades of Black. You can go kill yourself.